Happy New Year! Happy New Year 2024, guys. So today I thought we'd have a chat about hygiene, personal hygiene. So I'm just going to be giving a few personal hygiene tips that will be helpful to you. So stay tuned. When you have a good personal hygiene, you minimize your risk of getting infections or getting sick and spreading germs. So doing things like regular showers or baths, washing your hands, stuff like that, it aids to prevent infections, body lice, and all sorts of things. Okay, so also when you regularly wash your hands with water and soap, not just using although sanitizers are good, but not just using sanitizers alone, but actually washing your hands with antibacterial soap and water regularly, that helps to stop the spread of germs, and it also stops the buildup of bacteria on your hands that could spread stuff like flu, viruses. It helps stop them from growing on your hands and making you sick eventually, and then spreading those germs to like people around you and things like that. So here are some good personal hygiene tips that you can add to what you already know, what you already do on a regular basis, to sort of bring your personal hygiene up a notch and keep it at a good stable level. So firstly, I would say brush your teeth at least twice a day, or should I say at most twice a day actually, because if you do it too much, then that also poses more risks to you as an individual. So endeavour to brush with a fluoride toothpaste twice a day, and this will help to keep your mouth healthy. If you don't brush properly and regularly, what then happens is you risk a buildup of plaques on your teeth. And what plaques are, they're basically bacteria that coats the teeth and then you could also risk tooth decay and even gum disease if you're not brushing regularly. So you need to be brushing your teeth twice daily. It's also recommended by many dentists out there, and that would help to control the plaques. It will keep your mouth healthy. And again, as mentioned previously, do not overdo it. Don't brush more than twice a day, because then you would wear away your enamel, and it could also cause teeth sensitivity. So you want to be careful with that. At most, brush your teeth twice a day, at least once a day, with a fluoride toothpaste. And you have to remember that the goal is to take care of your enamel and your mouth health as a whole, and it's not to cause issues for yourself. So be careful not to overdo it. So brush your teeth for at least about 2 minutes at a time, and don't forget to brush your tongue or scrape your tongue. Some people use those tongue scrapers. I do use them here and there, not always, because you also have to be careful with that as well. You don't want to affect your taste buds. So when using the tongue scrapers, just be gentle. I think the copper ones are really good. However, they do wear away. I use a stainless steel one. I'll insert a picture. I'll also try to link a few down in the description box. There are some on Amazon and so on and so forth. So you can use tongue scrapers to scrape your tongue, or you can just brush it with your toothbrush. Just make sure that you don't forget to brush your tongue when you are brushing your teeth. Okay? Secondly, take regular showers or baths as you prefer. Cleaning your body daily is vital in the prevention of infections or body lice and so on and so forth. And it can also actually be relaxing, so endeavour to take more regular showers or baths, whichever one you prefer. You need to shower more or wash your body, keep your body clean more regularly, because failing to do so will result in unpleasant things like body odors, which can cause a breakdown in relationships. So keep in check, because when you don't clean your body regularly, what happens is a buildup of bacteria, and this can then result in things like acne, um, and it can also, because it clogs your pores, the all the bacteria, all the buildup, it clogs your pores, it causes acne and all sorts of skin infections and what have you. So it's really important to shower or bath more regularly. Make sure your body is clean. When you are cleaning your body, make sure you use a good antibacterial soap. Make sure you scrub well, and make sure you rinse very well. Rinsing is so important and often overlooked. Just think about it, when you scrub your body, all the suds, those are stuff that you want to get rid of. If you're not rinsing your body properly, what happens is that they stick still to your skin, and yeah, uh, all that mixed with moisture. Moisture is like the holy ground for bacteria. They thrive so much. So you need to make sure you rinse properly after you've. What I do is, wherever I've just scrubbed my shoulder, after I've finished scrubbing my body, I rinse. I actually use my hands to rinse the area, make sure it's free from all the suds, and making sure that it's just completely rinsed thoroughly. And then when you rinse, make sure you also dry, because as mentioned earlier, moisture is the holy ground on which bacteria thrives. So you want to make sure you're not keeping any areas of your body moist. Make sure it's completely dry before you then go into your moisturizing routine and what have you. So it's really important to shower and bathe. Make sure that you are cleaning your body, but in the same vein, you have to make sure you're not doing it too much. I've heard of some people doing it like 3 or more times a day, especially in the summer. I know with the heat, whenever you feel sticky, you just want to get rid of that feeling, but you have to be careful not to wash your body too much. What happens is, when you use harsh chemicals to wash your body, you risk drying out your skin. You get dry, itchy skin, which can then result to broken skin, and then that can result irritation, infections, and so on and so forth. Things that you do not want to be dealing with. So make sure there is an equilibrium. Make sure there is a balance when you are keeping your body clean, and to do it just right and not to do it too much. Okay. And now we're going to talk about washing our hands frequently. We need to wash our hands frequently, and not just when you're about to eat or when you've just used the toilet. You need to you need to wash your hands very frequently, because we are touching all sorts of stuff, our phones, doors, all sorts of things. So you want to make sure you're always washing your hands with soap, antibacterial soap and water. Wash it well, rinsed thoroughly and dry thoroughly, so that there is no moisture left on your hands, and then bacteria allowed to grow and spread, and so on and so forth. So make sure you're washing your hands thoroughly. I make sure I'm literally always washing my hands like crazy, but don't do it too much. Again, you could dry your skin. You could also cause damage to your nails. I've recently just damaged my nails from too much water exposure, so you want to be careful about that as well. But again, make sure there's a balance. Make sure you're washing it just the right amount that you need to. And you can also help yourself by limiting the amount of things that you're touching. You don't have to touch every single time. You can sort of limit. Do you really need to touch the door with your hands? Do you really need to touch the wall and rub? Like, sometimes you really don't need to touch. So just keep your touching to a minimum as well. Okay. And then you want to keep your clothes clean and fresh. Having clean, fresh clothes on clean body is not a crime at all, I promise you. It is actually very satisfying. It is very hygienic. You want to make sure that you are washing your clothes regularly. So have a regular schedule for your laundry, so that you don't run out of clothes and then have to wear dirty clothes outside. That's very unhygienic. It can actually give off foul smells, odors and whatnot. So you make sure that you always have clean, fresh clothes at hand that you use, because whenever you like repeat your clothes without washing it first, what happens is the previous collection of bacteria is going to be on there, and then it's going to be collecting even more bacteria and germs and dirt and smells and whatnot. So make sure it's always fresh and clean, or you always have that fresh and clean clothes that you can wear after you've just freshly washed your body. You don't want to wear dirty clothes on top of it. You want to wear fresh, clean, beautiful smelling clothes, okay? And then finally we have washing your hair regularly. Especially for people with my type of hair, I try to do my wash day once a week. Where I can, I would stretch it as much as I can. However, different activities that I do, sometimes I would even need to wash it between that. Sometimes I even need to wash it in much less, if that makes sense. Sometimes I even have to wash it even more regularly because I need to get the dirt out of my hair. So hair collects dirt, germs, bacteria. It collects a lot, and we need to keep it clean at all times, especially when your hair gets wet. If it hasn't dried properly, it gives off this like foul smell. You want to make sure that you are taking very good care of your hair. Make sure that your wash day is on point and you're using the right shampoos. There's a plethora of shampoos out there that you can use, so not all of them are drying. But you do need to use a clarifying shampoo every once in a while to make sure that you're getting all the dirt out of that scalp and out of the hair. And yeah, with these few tips, I believe you can bring your hygiene up a notch. If you're already doing them, then very well done, just keep it up. But yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.